Why are your children fighting all the time? Is it jealousy, competition, attention seeking, or is it something much deeper? Because what if the fighting isn't about toys, fairness, or who gets more? What if it's about identity? In this episode, I sit down for another fascinating conversation with Dr. Yehiel Harari. We unpack one of the biggest struggles parents have, sibling rivalry, and what jealousy actually reveals about a child's inner world. According to ancient Jewish wisdom, jealousy isn't about wanting what your sibling has. It's about comparison. It's about self-worth and about the quiet self-belief that somebody has a better life than mine. And if that belief isn't addressed, the fighting won't stop. We go beyond surface level advice and explore how we can raise children who don't compete for our love because they already feel secure in it. If your home is a battleground, like mine is often, this conversation will change completely the way that you see conflict. For those who are new here, my name is Efrada Mira. I'm a mom of 3 boys, ages 4, 8, and 12. I'm a parenting coach, and I love integrating ideas from ancient wisdom into the way that we parent our children today. This is another conversation that I have with Dr. Yehiel Harari about concepts from Jewish psychology. You can find other episodes in the show notes below. Now let's dive into the conversation about jealousy. Let's dive into a completely different topic, and which is very crucial. And of course, it is related also to what we talked about happiness. And it's something that a lot of parents are struggling with is jealousy between siblings. Because if, from polls that I see, one of the biggest issues that parents have is that their kids are just fighting all the time. And many times those fights are happening because of jealousy between themselves, like they're competing between themselves, or they're competing for their parents' love, maybe. Like, we don't know exactly, right? But this is what we see. This is what we see in front of us. Kids are fighting all the time. Many times it's happening before because of jealousy. So how can we deal with that?
It's the first story in the Bible. The first stories in the Bible, Hevel and Cain and Yaakov Esav. You find it everywhere. Jealousy, and it comes from one place, that the child feels that something in his reality is not good enough. He wants the reality of his brother. Something in his brother, in his life, in the way he succeeds, in the way he acts, in the way he manifests the way he talks, something there is more successful. Why am I jealous? I'm jealous because 2 things. First, I don't accept my life. There is an utterance of our sages that says that a person that is jealous, there is rekev ba'atzmotav, his bones starting to mold, would you say it? Like crumble, something like that. Because why? Because bones are me. It's like, I don't accept my life. When I'm jealous, I want your life. And I think your life, your character, your success, your way of thinking, your way of running, your way of dealing with situations are better than mine. So I don't want to learn from you. This is a positive jealousy. I want to be like you. So it's another thing. So our problem is that our main problem is not jealousy. Is that the child does not accept himself and does not live his life, and he wants his brother's life, and he thinks that his brother is more successful than him. So the way to overcome this problem of jealousy is to help the child appreciate himself, appreciate his life, appreciate his existence, appreciate his attributes, appreciate the way he deals with things. Like, I will jealous. Brother will jealous his other brother because he feels that the parents are now more hugging one brother. They give him more compliments. They feel that he gain more things, so maybe he needs that. But I see that from my perspective, and I say, okay, they don't really appreciate me. Something in me is less. So maybe I'm not good enough. So there is a huge work here for the parents to show the child that he is being appreciated, that they love him, that he has everything. He has everything that, so he does not need nothing from his brother. Don't need to be like his brother. He should be unique. The most important thing in parenting is to show the child that he is authentic, that he has the ability, that he has everything he needs in life in order to everything he needs in order to succeed. Succeeds means to live an happy, full life, and reveal his inner powers and do things in life and believes in himself. And if he's jealous, he will never be in this trajectory because he wants others' life and he will never be his brother. He will never have authenticity. So jealousy, it's all about strengthening the acceptance of myself unconditionally. The more I accept myself, the more the child accepts himself, then I will feel more. I don't need to be jealous. I can fight my brother. I fight him because he wants to penetrate into my borders, or he's doing things that I don't like, or just it's like a game or whatever. You can fight without being jealous. Being jealous is something else. It's very hard for me to accept you. And then there is another thing. When I'm jealous at my brother, I'm trying to minimize him, to
Hmm.
say no, I cannot be with him. I don't like him. I don't. He's like I'm offended from him. It's like everything he's saying, I see my through what he's saying, what he's doing. I feel myself not good enough. So it's very hard for me to be with him. I don't want to be with him. When I appreciate myself, when I have an unconditional appreciation of myself, I don't care. I don't. I'm not being. Let's say I'm not being afraid that you will take my place. Nobody can take my place. So it's a huge. Sometimes it's a natural thing to be jealous. It's a natural thing, because when I don't accept myself, I want your place, and I want to receive your place. So it's a very natural thing, but it's a very hard thing to overcome. And the only way to overcome it, as we said, is to learn how to love and accept yourself unconditionally. And that's what the parents needs to bring to the children. And the question is how. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. So but I have a question before that.
Yeah.
So I have three boys, ages 4, 8, and 12. The 8 and 12-year-old constantly are fighting. There is some kind of jealousy there, I think. But I think it's also related to something else. I don't know if you can connect between these two things, because it's that one is always a victim and one is always the perpetrator. One is always the
Mm.
one that is the older one is stronger and the younger one is weaker, and he always sees himself as a victim. So what I'm trying to really work with him is to kind of bring him out of that mindset of I'm a victim, because you're not a victim. First of all, he's starting many of the times. He's really, objectively, he's not a victim. Like, he teases his brother all the time, and he
There is
gets
no
into
objectivity over here. Yeah.
what? Sorry.
There is no objectivity over here.
No, absolutely, yeah. Objectively, when I see the situation, he's not a victim, but he sees himself always as a victim. So I'm really trying to help him overcome that victim mindset that he got into. That is part of what is creating a lot of these
Yeah.
conflict between them. Um, So, is victimhood related to jealousy? Is there some connection between these two
Yeah, of
things? Because I
course.
feel like it's the same. It's on the same boat,
Mhm.
victimhood and jealousy.
Of course. Before that, I would say that sometimes there is a fighting between brothers because they try to compete. There is a competition between them.
Yeah.
Each one of them wants to get, further in his sport, and so this is, in a way, it could be healthy
Hmm.
if they know how to stay friends, if they know how to overcome the fight minutes later and to continue through being good friends. So it's not such a bad thing sometimes if they're no, going through too much with it. So they can fight. They can. It's a very natural thing. And but being a victim is the worst thing. Not only because now his brother is penetrating into his world. Because when you're a victim, you will always lose in your life. It will be a way of understanding yourself through life. What is victim? What does it mean? It means that I deserve something. I deserve more respect, more love, more, and I do not get it. When you walk in the world and you think you deserve something, it's very hard. When you think you deserve something, you will never get what you want. You will always be not satisfied because you do not deserve nothing. The only way to be happy, if related to our last talk, the only way to be happy is not think that somebody owes you something. Because if you think someone owes me, if I get it, I'm not happy because this is justice. If I do not get it, then I'm not happy because somebody needed to bring me to appreciate me, to applaud me, whatever. So the problem is that we are dealing. It's I think it's more deep than jealousy. Jealousy is not. It's not the main problem. Being a victim, that means that the world owes me something, and when you
Mm-hmm.
walk like that in the world, it will be very hard for you to be happy, to not to overcome, stress that will come or depression or whatever you will face in the future. So it's not only jealousy, it is connected to jealousy because in both cases, in jealousy, you want other lives. You think you are not good enough. In victimizing yourself, you say, okay, people do not see me. People do not appreciate me. So both of them sit on the place that the child does not really appreciate himself and really believe in himself. He knows what he have to sell and knows that he have a value. And because of that, because I always need to show myself, so I'm fighting in order to show myself. So it's not only that I'm fighting, it's connected to what you said, that he is starting. I want to show that I worth something, that nobody can. It's like it's all. I'm everything that I'm doing is in order to show something, to reject others. It's all. I have nothing which is my own that is connected um, to the source of power that I have from within, that I don't
Mm-hmm.
need to satisfy you and I don't need from you nothing. Doesn't matter if you're my mother, if you're my father or my brother. I don't need nothing from anyone else. Not because I'm not a good person, because I don't need. I have my own. I can be with myself. I don't need to bother you or to, how do you say, to start a fight with you. I don't need that because I have my own life and it's full and it's happy and I have what to do and I have all kind of businesses, child businesses. I'm not speaking about that I'm doing right now. So it's a different place. In both ways, we have to strengthen the unconditional acceptance of the child.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so that is the cure, right? So how does that look like? How do we strengthen the unconditional love and acceptance of our children so they can love and accept themselves?
I think it's going back to the most important thing, going against my nature, because in my nature I'm a victim. What do I mean I'm being a victim? I was born to you. I didn't choose to be born. Now you owe me. You owe me money. Most of the children, 45 years children that I know, think that their parents owe them something. You owe me. You owe me money. You owe me love. You didn't give me. Doesn't matter how much the parents gave them. It's like they feel that you brought me to the world and now you owe me something. And it's in order to overcome that, you have to change your whole perspective and to know that nobody owes you, even though nobody asked you if to come to the world. Now, I brought you to the world, but it's your game. It's a game of choosing. And the child needs to know that every moment and he can choose his perspective. And first of all, understanding the profit out of it. If you are victimizing yourself, you will pay an emotional price. And people will stay away from you. Why? Because it's not fun to be with a person that thinks that you owe me. I can be very happy, very smiling, and then no, but I gave you 5 years ago when you needed. No, I paid the rent. No, I did like that. And the brother will say to you, no, I helped you. Nobody like that. Nobody will stay near to you, and if he thinks that you think that I owe you something, it's in Judaism you're not allowed even to go near the person. If you lended money to someone, you're not allowed to go even near him in order to not feel him ashamed, letting him that he owes me something, and then he will have to pay me. But you cannot go next to him until the time that he needs to bring back the loan. in order not to let him feel that, oh, I owe somebody.
Mm.
It's like it's a very strong way of elevating a person. So first thing, knows nobody owes you. Second thing, knowing that what we say before, it's a very strong thing, that this reality, you have here a you have a mission here. You have something to gain out of this reality. Doesn't matter. There is no burning time. It's all connected to, I'm bored. If a child knows that every thought that they have, this is the beginning of the Tanya, that he wants to teach children how to understand that there is not even 1 minute in their life that they can be bored or they are not influencing every thought that they have. If you do not control your thought, you're losing your opportunity to change the world that much. Unbelievable. Thinking that through choosing my thoughts. If I think about, very depressed thing, I'm like losing the opportunity to influence the world. But if I'm thinking the right thoughts, I'm influenced, and it's a very pride thing. My thoughts, I'm sitting alone in my room. No, if I think positive, and if I know through my thoughts to push myself and to elevate myself and to encourage myself, then I can change the world, Alter Rebbe said. And through your words, through what you are doing, through the way you are using the time. So if you understand every moment since the age of 2, every moment you have something, life is serious. Life is serious. You should be happy. We said happiness does not contradict seriousness. It's it's serious thing. It's not about the most joyful life that I will have. It's not about you. It's about your influence and about understanding life. And you have a mission here, and the soul that didn't just got into the body without a reason. So when a child understands that, he's serious about himself. He knows, Yehiel Harari, I have so many impacts on myself and on others. So I'm stop being busy about myself and start understanding that I have here in this world, I'm just an influencer. I'm like a pipeline. I have to bring something to the world. And in order to do that, now I have to learn. Now I have to understand things. Now I have to develop myself. And now I have to do things. I'll give you an example. I had, I have 2 children. I have 3, but 2 of them, one was in a yeshiva, he learned Torah, and one was in the army. When the one in the army came, he was 19, something like that. He came home. The most important thing to him was that restaurant that is going. He was a warrior. The restaurant that he will go to at Friday night will be the best, and the steak will be the best. And if he didn't get the steak that he wanted, so this meal, this hanging around wasn't good enough, and it wasn't worth it. And it was always about a self pleasure. And he's a great guy. He's a great guy, a great person, a warrior, contributing of him. But at the end, when he came home, it was about pleasing himself. Pleasing himself. So it's very easy. Everything is. It was good. It wasn't good. I enjoyed. I didn't enjoy. It's all about me. So it was very hard to elevate yourself, because if it's all about you, it's all about what you got, what you received from reality. It's it's a trajectory to being victim.
Mhm.
Why? Because it's about me. So if I didn't get what I wanted and I was a warrior in the war and I came home, now the reality is not acting according to what I want. So I'm not happy and I do not accept it, and jealous on him because he got something else. And the other child, he came, and it's a part of education that he got. He asked himself, what do I need to do now in order to bring more? He's Chabadnik. He's all about helping others, adopting Judaism if they need to, and helping others, put filling and whatever. And he woke up very early and asked what the neighbors need from me, what they need from me. So he didn't thought about himself. He thought about his life mission, and it make him wake up a lot earlier and feeling better with himself, because now he's not in the middle. Now he has, in every moment, everything that he's doing, he have a mission here. So this mission, this value that I have, not concentrating about myself, this thing maximize or uplifting your inner appreciation. So you say, I don't want his life because I have in my life, I have a great value, I have great things to do. I adopt my life. I don't need your life. I really admire you. And if you're doing good things, I want to learn out of you. And I'm jealous. This is a very positive jealous. I want to adopt few attributes that you are manifesting in your life, and I will manifest too. But I don't want your life. I don't want your family. I have my family. I have my surrounding. I have my father. And I want my father that was broken father. I want him, and I appreciate him because he gave me a lot.
I think everything that you said, correct me if I'm wrong, is about helping our children take themselves out of the center, right?
Mhm.
And it's a little bit tricky. I don't know if you can say a word about this because I think it can be confusing uh, to balance between how do I love and accept my child unconditionally, and at the same time help them understand that they're not in a center. It's a little there is some kind of contradiction there that I think it's that need a little bit more to understand it a little bit more. If you can say a word about it, I know it's like a whole nother episode in and of itself.
In a point, let's go to the source. The source is that, according to the Jewish perspective, God loves you like his own daughter, and loves you and appreciates you. But in the same time, you're not here for yourself. You are here because you have a mission in this life to manifest your inner powers, your attributes, and to do things and to reveal him in this world. So, uh, if love you unconditionally, does not mean that you not do not have a value for your own. Like you have to. Uh, let's go deeper in a way. There is the soul, which it's called in Hebrew atzmus, the essence of the soul, and there is its powers, its attributes. There's two different ways. I have Yehiel, you have Efrat, which is Efrat. You don't even have a name in the essence of your soul. It's like the source of that animates the body, is the source of liveliness. And you have your other bits that you are kind and you are strong and you are beautiful and you are smart and you are whatever the child is. Doesn't matter, whatever he is. So I appreciate your essence, your existence without any condition. But then I know you have attributes. I know you have inner powers. You have to demonstrate him in order to become. And it's not about you because you have here your powers needs to be demonstrated in order that you will help the world be corrected. You have this world is not corrected, and you have something to bring to the world in order to correct it. To help it nullify itself and to see something real, something else. Let's go understand it in a different way so it won't be so deep. It's a good thing to handle, to catch, contradict things. We are not only in one line. There is one line that I accept you as you are, and there is another line that you know that you are not in the center. There is, I think, I don't remember because it's in English, the name of the Rebbe, Arav, that said that you have to go with two pockets and two
Mm.
notes in those pockets. One note, I'm nothing. אנוכי עפר ואפר in Hebrew. I'm nothing. It comes from the Bible. I'm from the dust. I come from the dust and I go back to the dust. And the other utterance, the other detail is, the world was created for me. בשבילי נברא העולם. This is the way it is written in Jewish literature. The world was created for me. So everything is for me. What for me? Not in order to give me, in order that I will be able to manifest the right thing, the right word, the right attitude, the right point of view, the right talk in the right minute. So thinking, understanding that, it's like you always, Maimonides says that you always goes on the break of things. It's like how they call משקולת, that you
Wait,
that you wait things. The world is waiting for you, and whatever you are doing, you are like helping one way to get the world to the justice place, to the right place, to the place that it should be. So every act of you, every thought of you is making the difference.
I need to still contemplate about that, and I'm
Okay,
sure our listeners too.
Okay, I think
because
I think.
it is hard to, I think it's hard to understand fully. But
Why
yeah,
I
let's
love
leave it.
you why I love you unconditionally? Why? Because it's not about you. Let's start from the beginning, because it's not about you. Why I can love. Let's go to a simple example. I can love my wife because she's beautiful. Okay, this is a reason for love. So it's not unconditionally, it's conditionally, and it's very limited love because of beauty, because the way she acts, because the money she makes, because parents, because she helped me in my house, because we built a family, because she brought to me children, because of something. So it's a conditional love. A conditional love is because of something. If I love her unconditionally, it's because it's not her, it's not she. There is something divine in her. There is something that is stronger than what she brings to the world. So it's the same thing. I love her because of this light, because of this soul, because of this connection, because of that I chose her. So it's not because of something that I can say this. Those something limits my love. So when I love my child unconditionally, I said, you have the power that is not connected to something. It's not about you. This is the connection. It's not about you. That's why I love her unconditionally. If I love her because she's beautiful, she will reach the age of 75. So I say, I don't love her anymore because now you are not, maybe she will, my wife will always be beautiful. But but I can say that. That's why I got married. That's why people get divorced, because they say, okay, I don't love you anymore.
Yeah.
That's the real connection. I think now it's clearer.
Yeah. Maybe it's I love you. I love your soul, the essence of who you are, right? Unconditional on anything that is external. But that doesn't mean that I'm accepting, like as a parent, right? It
Mm.
doesn't mean that I'm accepting every behavior
That's
or
for sure.
yes. Yeah. So
Loving does not mean
maybe
that you
that
don't.
is the difference that is lying here. Because when we think about unconditional love, sometimes we tend to think about loving all the aspects, everything that we see, all the behaviors, all the emotions. And that's the unconditional acceptance. So, unconditional love is not the same thing as unconditional acceptance.
Mm.
I love you no matter what, but I'm not accepting that you're sitting on the couch and not doing anything all day.
For sure, beautiful. We
Yeah,
don't. Love means you know how to put borders,
the right boundaries. Yes.
boundaries, right? That's for sure.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so
Great.
much,
Thank you very
Yehiel.
much.